Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody? Back with another watch list. This time for February 26th. SMCI news came out today, as expected. Nothing too much changing, but they put their 10K out, which is, I believe that's what they were delinquent on. So satisfied some means there, and the name ended up ripping. So no longer a gap down mean reversion, now it's popping back up into prior resistance. So I'd be looking for it to exhaust out here through the 55s. But if it starts to firm up and build back, then nothing I'm going to be looking to trade. Palantir didn't get the gap down I wanted for the reactive opportunity. Ended up getting flat open or slight gap up, I think it was. Market open 90.7. So we were right in that area. Can't remember if it was green or not, but it doesn't really matter. Fact of the matter is that it closed red again. So another day closing below its open, closing below prior day's close. So trend continues to be intact there. This 84 level was the prior breakout level, and this high 84 is 85-ish. So this gap has officially filled. So see if we get any bounces. And it would be like a market-wide bounce, I think, where everything would start to get picked back up. Tesla, Master, DXYZ, yeah, like a Tesla, you've got a Palantir, you've got a bunch of stuff. So you've got Oklo. I don't mind this look either. It's got the exact same setup. Close below its prior day's close. So each day it closes red, closes red, closes red. Nice little wick there. You can see the red line, prior lows, and just a bit over prior highs, but still in that same area. So each day off the open, and then fades, 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 a nice little bounce. So interested week opens there. BBAI, same kind of thing. Steady lows. But look how it acted today versus its other days recently. And also bouncing off of its daily breakout level. So they're all the same kind of setups. But they just didn't firm up today, so there was just no reason to try and buy them. And then Onvo was a gapper this morning. Stuffed right off the open. Pushed and failed pretty hard. Pops first view app. Kept getting rejected. And then right there, 10 a.m., 10:30 plus. Held up pretty well. Didn't amount to a whole lot until the after hours when you get trend here from 120 to 170 steady. But besides that, was fairly choppy throughout the day. Missed me yesterday. Welcome back. Thank you. Howdy, GTAI. Had a great backside bounce. I wouldn't call it great. It happened, but I wouldn't call it great. Only had 1 million shares traded the prior day. Its run from its breakout level was only 8 to 12. And then it retraced its entire move. Don't really care for it. MLGO had a little bounce attempt today, but it didn't fade off. I wanted it to fade again today and then look for this kind of move tomorrow, but this one didn't care. So yeah. Good evening. Scratch loss today on Palantir. Nothing that annoyed me. Wasn't showing strength. Cut losses. Nicely done. Yesterday you said that it might bounce, but possibly not, so don't force it. Besides the market not showing strength and there wasn't any good bounce, was there anything else? It's the reason I'm not like forcing the idea on something like this is because it's, if you're looking from like a broader picture, like with a lot of what I'm doing is I'm doing like a top-down approach. So with small caps, I'm starting at a daily chart and then going smaller and smaller time frames. When you're trading these large caps, typically there's something and there's a reason for the moves. Ariel over in IU talks about it. I talked with him quite a bit this week, and he was talking about like the cyclical nature of sectors, how volume and action, attention moves from one to the next. It's not just one name. It's the whole boat itself with the names in it. So what's been happening right now is a bunch of names that were bought up, whether it was with the Trump inauguration, stuff like those names getting sold off, or if it was speculative names. Nate made the comparison to ARK from years past. Back here, 2020, when Cathie Wood was buying anything, and that's the same thing that Saylor's doing on MSTR, and once it runs out, it just goes right back to where it came from. So what is happening with stuff like Palantir is, yes, it's overvalued, and yes, it got a bit extended. What is it worth? I don't know. But it did get a bit ahead of itself, and everybody's running to the exits. It's a fear-based market right now, where you can see like something like the VIX, for example, is like a fear index. So this one's already getting some attention, and then the markets are pulling back. So when everything is sell side, traders are a lot more apt to selling pops than buying dips. When markets are strong and you just get a pullback day in a random stock, it's more likely to have a long bias, and you don't want to be fighting it short side, which was this whole time on Palantir. And now we've had a bit of a tide shift in large caps just since like Thursday, Friday last week, where stuff is getting hit and they're not as easily getting bought back up. Where when this hit was a news-driven event, gapped down and failed, got bought back up, but immediately stayed heavy the following day. So that was kind of the warning shots. So now if you're forcing these bottoms to happen the same way it happened over here, you're on the other side of the V. So it's we're not in the same market cycle, same sentiment. That should answer your question why I was saying not to force a bounce. Still looking for one, but swear I was short big on Wafu at 4, then it went to 750. I saw death. Got out with a profit. Wow, that's wild. Lucky. Only takes one of those, they'll wipe you out. Careful. Nice to meet you at New Hampshire. Oh, mister. Thanks for coming in the chat. How's it going? Yeah, it was very nice to meet you. You made it live this time. That's good. get the kids into bed nice and early. But yeah, it was very nice to meet you. Thank you for commenting. I hope you're doing well. Wanda, what's up? Golan, great answer, thanks. Learned something new. Perfect. Yeah, so other than Onvo, that's the only real small cap I have on watch. And then the rest of them will be BBAI, Palantir, and Oklo. Same daily setup, all coming into prior breakout levels, possible backside bounce. So it's just not a whole lot in the small cap realm. Bunch of pop and fails day ones. So what do I think of Onvo? Same kind of thing I usually mention with day ones. Sideways day. So it closed around 120 and in after hours is up in the 170s. So it'll be up 50 cents on $1.20 is what? Like, what is that? Like 40%, 30, or somewhere around 37, 38%. So it'll be gapping up quite a bit again tomorrow. So let it do its thing. I wouldn't short it tomorrow unless it was going parabolic. Then I'd have something to react to. But otherwise, I'm just hoping for it to go on a multi-day run and get to trade the small cap daily chart structure. I have no idea where it'll go tomorrow. I likely won't trade it tomorrow. I'm just keeping it on watch because it's the only small cap holding its gains. Everything else is a pop and fail day one, so as you know with WAFU, as long as you survive the open, round trips right back to where it came from. And that's just what's been happening. So now that Onvo did something different, I think it's notable. But I think I'll keep an eye on large cap for the most part tomorrow. See if I can get a mean revert op. I don't mind watching large caps when they start to trade like small caps. So see what's up. But anyways, that's what I got on watch for tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll leave it there and I will see you guys in the room tomorrow. Get in where you fit in, make some memories. See you guys.